more time. Now we're ready to go. I hate this fucking so much.
Okay, it's like loading now.
Is it? Okay.
Like the music.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Alright, we're gonna put the intro music going. There we go.
Tony, our sound is going through it though. Like now.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her? We are San Diego's LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I am your host, Tony, and I'm here with my other host. Say hi, Bashi.
Hi!
And Miss Miriam T is here too. Say hi, Miss Miriam T.
She heard me. How's everybody doing?
Yes, it's another episode. It's a little different episode this week because we don't have producer Rob running the show. I am, so it's going to probably be a complete train wreck, and I apologize now. We don't have all the fancy switching through each other and all the fancy screens because Rob's not here, and we're missing Eric this week, but he'll be back next week. So
Are we
for
really
this,
are
we
we
though?
I know.
Are
It's
we?
just like,
I don't know.
it's OGs today.
It's
That's
OGs,
fine.
yeah. So for everybody, this episode, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about ice cream and horror movies.
Yay! Ice cream.
I know, it's a weird combo, but I think it'll be
How-
fun to get
who
us in the...
was-
Huh?
Who was the high one that came up with this
Yes.
My
concept?
fat
Take
ass.
one guess.
It was Rem?
It's funny. Ice cream. You pair up movies and horror movies and ice cream flavors. It's really fun.
Yes, I agree.
Hello? Who doesn't love horror movies and ice cream?
Bash,
Blood
apparently.
And ice cream.
Well, let's get to it because I'm hungry.
I know,
You're
right? But
Italian.
first,
Shouldn't you love like blood, death, and gelato?
right?
Isn't that like
We-
in your blood?
We don't. What? Blood death? We're not a bloody terrible people. We're not like Vlad the Impaler.
Gangsters and stuff. That's what I
Yeah.
was talking about.
Oh,
The mob.
yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Don't start with me. Little
Don't
angry slice of pepperoni pizza.
He's an angry little meatball is what he
He
is.
sure is.
So before we get into all of that, and we're going to get into a bunch of other stuff, it's going to be a really fun episode. Miss Miriam T, I know you have a lot of stuff coming up.
I have so many things to plug.
I know you
The
do.
first thing I got to plug in is my laptop because I forgot about that and she told me she's about to die.
She's like,
No,
bye.
I thought you were gonna reach for a scroll and just go like.
Now that would have been hilarious. It's like an old C scroll. It just rolls
Yeah.
across the room.
You know, 2020 has been rough, but the bitch is still booked, blessed, and beautiful.
I know, you've been
So-
busy.
October 17th, the Tea Party is back at Urban Moe's. We are over halfway sold out. It is featuring me, Michelada, Evelyn Rose, and Keeks Rose. So get your tickets
Oh.
for that. It'll be outdoors, all social distance guidelines strictly enforced.
All of that good stuff.
And then, yes, and then starting on October 21st, every single Wednesday, I will be your hostess for Blackout Bingo at Gossip Grill. So I'm doing some fun stuff with Gossip Grill,
Wow.
and then the last Monday of the month we've got Hocus Pocus trivia. So
The trivia's been doing good. I saw Buffy. I know a couple people who've hit me up and going,
We've
"Are you
only-
going to the Buffy? Are you going to the
We've
Buffy?"
only
And I'm
got,
like, no.
Well, we've only got 3 tables left for Buffy. That's in
I
2 days,
know.
so I'm excited. Trivia's been great.
Yeah, and I
also,
heard
haven't-
your Star Wars trivia went really well, is what I
Star
heard.
Wars went really well. I only mispronounced a couple things. Also, for anybody that's listening, if you don't know my schedule, I now work at Gossip Grill every Wednesday for bingo, which means I no longer work at Lips. I haven't actually made a statement about that or anything, or like
Yeah,
made a Facebook
here
post or
first. You
anything.
hear
Yeah.
it here first.
You hear it first on the Who Invited Her podcast. I have left the Lips girls, the
Yeah.
Lips family,
Without
but
them.
I'm really excited about all these new opportunities. So.
I am excited about gossip because I know Bashi
Me
and I and
too.
our
I
little
love
crew,
me some
we
gossip.
love gossip. And on our first season, we had Justin and
Darcy.
Darcy on, who
Oh,
were two of the
love Darcy.
two of
Me
the people who worked there, and they hung out with us for the first season. I remember of this show.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's
working
a
on some other stuff too. So.
yeah, and for people who don't know, Gossip Girl's part of the Moe's universe, so it's all within the
It
same
is.
company.
And To my knowledge, it's the only women's bar
Mhm.
in the world, I think. I think
Yeah.
that's right.
Country.
Country.
Huh?
No, state.
State? I thought it was like on the West Coast. We're the only one.
I thought it
one
was
has a girl
country or
bar.
world.
It might be.
Because it's
We'll
not a
check
lesbian
that.
bar. It's a women's bar.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a lesbian bar.
Do you guys
And they never have
remember?
Got it.
Maybe Bash, you remember this because you grew up in San Diego. There used to be quite a few lesbian bars here in San Diego, like 6 Degrees. There was
What the fuck is 6 degrees?
6 Degrees. It was over near down. Oh God, now I can't remember. Mission Hills.
Oh,
Mission Hills. There was 6 Degrees, which used to be Bombay Lounge or Bombay something before that, and it was a lesbian bar. And then they turned it into 6 Degrees. And then the Flame was originally a lesbian bar.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, and then all of those shut down, and now Gossip's the only one.
I heard Bar Pink in North Park used to be a lesbian
Yeah,
bar.
Bar Pink, or they had a lesbian night, from what I remember. But yeah,
You guys,
what?
whenever somebody brings up Bar Pink, my liver just clenches.
Oh.
I know. I hear you.
I have never walked out of that bar not blacked out.
You've never walked out of that bar.
Period.
Correct. It's like this.
I love Bar Pink.
Yeah,
I do too, but I can't deal with those drink prices because I act like I'm at fucking Costco because I'm like, Grey Goose!
Yes.
And then I have like 12 of those because they're only $5 each.
Yeah. Is it still cash only?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
The very first time I went there, I cut myself on glass. Somebody before us had broken a glass in the booth, and they didn't clean it out very much because it's Bar Pink. And as I was cutting across, I cut my hand on glass, and I was like, "This is where I belong."
This is
my
place.
What if it was like your like artery in your leg, and you bled out in Bar Pink? What a way to go!
I guess I would have.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
How did she die? Bar Pink.
Bar Pink.
You know, Janika almost died that way.
No. Are you serious?
I don't know.
Janika almost died at Bar Pink?
No, she almost died in a similar scenario where she almost bled out because she got cut by glass. I don't know if I should be telling the story.
Who cares?
Sure,
Who cares?
She was at a Trader Joe's and she was buying like a bottle of seltzer.
Okay.
And it fell and ricocheted up and cut her artery in her leg, and she was like bleeding all over the floor of Trader Joe's.
What? Huh?
Yeah,
Janika, our friend Janika.
And she,
how many fucking Janikas do you know, Tony?
I don't know.
I actually know two.
Yeah, see there. So shut up, Miriam T.
But she was on her way to Coachella, I think.
Well, there you go. That's why she got cut. It was God saying, "Don't go to Coachella."
Yeah.
But she's fine now, right?
Yeah.
She's alive. She's kicking.
She's probably a little traumatized from going to Trader Joe's in the future, though.
I know. I would never go back.
Does she still wow, classy lady. Classy lady. What are you drinking?
Aperol Spritz.
Oh,
I love this color. I want to like paint a room in it.
I do love Aperol Spritz.
Oh, I love that. That's like
remember, Rem, that summer I didn't work and we would have lunch meetings at Inside Out. And then you turned me on to
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And I'd be wasted because of you. Yeah. Should we get into some ice cream and horror movies for Halloween?
Let's do it.
Okay, first I want to know, what are your 2 go-to flavors of ice cream? Let's start with you, Rem, or Miriam T. What is your go-to?
You keep birth certificate naming me.
I know.
Can you bleep that out in the editing?
I keep doing that too.
I know.
Like a chicken. Oh, you should do like a chicken cluck.
I am.
Yeah, I love that.
So, Miss Miriam D, what is your go-to flavor?
Miriam D.
T. I said T.
Oh my God, Tony.
I said T. I didn't say D. I don't know what's on your mind.
Okay,
apparently something that starts with a D.
Okay, so my favorite ice cream flavor. Oh, I love Cherry Garcia from Ben and Jerry's. I love Cherry Garcia.
Yeah,
can't go wrong with a good Cherry Garcia. Also, I think, oh God, this is hard. Maybe like if I had to choose one, like a butter pecan, maybe.
Butter pecan.
Ooh.
I love lots of nuts in my ice cream.
I bet. Not just in your ice cream either.
I like nuts too.
Yeah,
I do too. I think everybody on this podcast likes nuts.
If I go to Baskin Robbins, I'll answer the question in a different way. Here's what I get. I get a banana split, but instead of the normal ice cream flavors, I do a scoop of pralines and cream, a scoop of butter pecan, a scoop of pistachio, all nuts. And then I have them put the banana, the whipped cream, and then double the amount of chopped almonds on it. Sometimes I'll put a little pineapple, but it's like
Oh,
nut
no
fucking
Wow.
city.
That's a
It's
lot.
delicious, I promise.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Well, so okay, so wait. Back to the question. What is your go-to flavor? You named like 4 or 5 in that one little sentence.
Yeah,
I can't just
I would
do
say
one.
Cherry Garcia.
Cherry Garcia.
I guess Cherry Garcia. Yeah.
That's such a
okay.
weird one. I'm not. It's a
It's
unique
that- it's-
one.
No, it's Ben and Jerry's. It was their top selling flavor for like decades.
Decades, yeah. It was a big
I've
one for
never
them.
even
It's still like number 2.
really.
What?
What's in
Okay, question for you, Miss Miriam T. What horror movie would you pair with? Shut up, Bash. With Cherry Garcia.
Oh, The Nightmare on Elm Street.
Which one? The original or the gay one?
The original is my favorite, but I'd be loving the gay one, the second one.
The second one. Yeah.
But I would say Nightmare on Elm Street because of the cherries in it, of the red part of the face, and the big chunks of the dark chocolate for like the burn side of the face.
Fred.
Cherry Garcia is a cherry vanilla ice cream with cherries and chunks of dark chocolate.
Oh,
so
okay.
good.
Delicious.
So
It's
I
like
don't like
loaded
cherries
with.
that much.
I love
Oh.
cherries, especially taking cherries.
Ew.
You guys just like look at you, both
You're
of
The
you.
last time you took a cherry.
I don't even remember. It was
80s.
1902. In the year 1902.
I like.
fuck.
I do like cherries, but only in drinks.
Like a Shirley Temple? Are you ordering a Shirley Temple at
No,
the
like
bar?
like an old fashioned or
Okay. Okay.
I really like the real maraschino cherries, like the
the
ones at the bar. Like,
Luxardos.
yeah, Luxardos. Those are like
Yeah,
everything. They're also
everything.
expensive.
They are.
They
What
are
about
so expensive.
What about you, Bash? What's your go-to flavor of ice cream?
I'm a big chocolate chip guy.
Ugh.
Okay.
I
Very
love chocolate
very
chip.
easy. Mint chocolate or just regular chocolate chip?
So this is a weird question because I've actually been thinking about it a lot lately, and I used to hate mint, but I'm actually starting to like mint chocolate chip.
I love mint
chocolate
chocolate
chip is
chip.
delicious.
I've liked it ever
is.
since I was a kid. I've always
Me
loved
too.
it. And it's such a
Yeah.
weird flavor. Like you wouldn't think, oh, but it's so good. I don't know what mine would be. I have a couple. Anything with peanut butter. What the number one and we have it in our fridge right now too. Chocolate
is that?
peanut butter cup. Chocolate peanut butter cup.
Oh,
Anything with
that
peanut
is
butter,
good.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it. And I like just basic vanilla too.
You would.
I
like
know.
French vanilla.
I
Don't
know.
get me wrong. If you get
I'm
like
gonna
one of
eat
those
some of mine.
good vanillas that has like a vanilla bean vanilla, or did you guys ever
Butter
Do you guys ever
pecans.
like your grandparents did the homemade ice cream churn where everybody would take
Yes.
turns turning it? It takes like hours.
Yes.
That ice cream is delicious.
It's so creamy and like
Mm.
oh, so good. The other one I like is pralines and cream. That's another
Yep.
one. Oh, I don't know
should
why
try
it
it
just tastes so
on a banana
good.
split. You should try it on a split.
Let's see. So, Miriam, what was yours again? Yours was Cherry Garcia. What's another one? Oh, here first chocolate chip. Since Bashi said chocolate chip, so people who like chocolate chip, it says about their personality that you're never satisfied. You're just like Britney Spears in her monologue intro to her cover of the Rolling Stones. I can't get no satisfaction on her "Oops, I didn't do it again" or "Oops, I did it again" album. You are picky, but at least you know what you want.
Yeah.
I would say that's right on for Bash. He's
I
picky,
agree
but
with
he
that.
I don't think I've ever had chocolate chip ice cream.
ever.
I mean, maybe I have.
What?
Okay, here's the question: what horror movie would you pair with chocolate chip ice cream?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
I've
God.
already got it figured out.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Miriam T.
Okay, so sort of. It wouldn't be a horror movie, but it would be a villain easily. Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, Cruella de Vil. We can do villains
which,
too.
pretty relevant character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do you think
were
about
just
the
talking
remake
about
of Cruella coming out with Emma Stone?
I'm
What?
excited about it.
Yeah, they're doing
Emma Stone's
they're
gonna be
doing a
good.
live action
Whitney?
101 Dalmatians, or is it called Cruella? It's called Cruella with Emma
Yeah,
Stone.
because they already did a live action of 101 Dalmatians with Glenn Close.
Yeah, so this
It's
is the
the
backstory.
origin.
Yeah, the origin
Yeah.
story. I think it's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
be loving 'em.
cool.
I love Emma Stone, so
Yeah,
I do too. I think
That's
she's a
got
great
some,
actress, and she's actually very fucking funny. So I hope she brings
I
it.
do too, and I like
Yeah,
her
I think
bug
she's
eyes
great.
and her giant head and little body. Like she just looks weird to me, and I love it. I love it. It's so good.
Okay.
You're like, okay. Okay, here's another ice cream flavor, and I want you guys to pick the horror movie. Instead of chocolate chip, mint chocolate chip. What would you
Huh.
say?
I already have a few.
Go ahead, Miss Miriam T.
Well, I don't want to run over Bashy. He's slow.
It's gonna take him a while.
No,
Go
it's
ahead.
okay. Give me some time to think.
I would say Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's where I was going
that's
first.
what I was thinking.
Or the Thing, or Swamp Thing. I was thinking Swamp Thing
Oh,
too.
the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. Well, see, I would pair the creature of the Black Lagoon with like a chocolate cherry, something mucky.
You know
looking.
what? I think I would
Like
actually
a blackberry swirl.
Yeah, there you go, Miss Miriam T. Yes. What, Bashi? Go ahead.
The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
The
Ooh.
Fly.
Because remember he like throws up the green
Yeah.
and the little flecks or the flies.
Gross.
It's such a good movie. I love
Okay,
Jeff
here's
Goldblum.
another ice cream flavor. Let's start with some basic ones, and I want to see what you guys say for horror movies. Let's start with plain old vanilla bean, not vanilla bean flavored ice cream. What horror
Horror
movie
movie?
would you pair it with?
Oh, I know.
What?
Poltergeist.
Why Poltergeist? That is such a.
I don't know. It's like it's just white. Like that movie just screams white. Like don't step into the light. And every time you look at like the unnatural world, it's just white,
Yeah,
blank.
that's true.
That's why I would pick
What
that
about
one.
you, Miss Miriam T? Because I know you're pretty up on your horror flicks.
This ice cream is so good.
Mine is too.
I know I want it so bad, but I can't have sugar. I can't.
Sucks for you.
I know. Shut up. Go ahead, Miss Miriam T.
For
What
vanilla
horror?
bean, I would say maybe like Casper.
That's not a horror movie.
Casper. Oh, Casper.
It's a
Yeah.
Halloween movie though.
Yes,
Oh,
it
it can be
is with
Halloween.
Christina Ricci.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lollipop Head. Yeah, Christina Ricci.
I think maybe Casper.
Casper. Yes. Let's see. Okay, next one. Let's do basic chocolate. Anybody?
Huh.
What would it be?
Oh, I
good
know.
for? What? Go ahead.
Yes.
The Blob.
The Blob's red though. Like
No, the Blob
strawberry.
was black.
Was
like
it?
the old movie?
Oh, the
Yeah.
original black and white, not the remake. Okay,
Yeah. Just
The
looks
Blob.
like a big thing of chocolate ice cream running around.
true.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say Blackula.
that's the one I was thinking of. Blackula. Wasn't it Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was Eddie
so.
Murphy in
I
that
think-
one. Yeah. Okay,
Blackula.
strawberry. Let's do basic strawberry. See, I think
I actually
Carrie
have
or
that one.
something.
I said Carrie.
Yeah.
Strawberry cheesecake
Oh, strawberry.
Oh my God,
Yes.
strawberry
Carrie.
cheesecake.
is one of the best fucking ice creams
Let me
I've ever had in my life.
it up
and I've
so I
only
can
just
s-
tried it today.
Put it up so.
That's
oh.
my second favorite Ben and
Oh
Jerry's.
God, I want
Strawberry
that so bad.
cheesecake.
That looks so
I
good.
like their
Fucking bomb.
I like their cheesecake flavors because they put so much graham cracker in it.
Since I can't have sugar, can you take a bite right now, Bashi, and describe
Yeah.
it in detail so I can live
There's so
vicariously
much-
through you?
So much graham cracker in it.
Mm.
Please.
It's got a great cream cheese base taste
Mhm.
with swirls of real strawberry
Yeah.
and almost like a graham crackery cookie dough kind of texture. It's
How-
delicious.
How does it make you feel emotionally?
Satisfied, fulfilled,
Yeah.
happy, which is rare.
I know you're never happy.
Uh-uh.
Okay, here's a random flavor: rum raspberry.
The Shining.
That's what I thought. Red rum. Yes, rum raspberry. That was an easy one.
Red rum.
Exactly. You know what? Let's do it this way. Let's change it up a bit. I'm gonna say some horror films, and I want you guys
Oh, I like
to
this.
go ahead. Let me find my list if I can find.
Actually, I need to find I haven't had any this year. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't gone looking for it. Ben and Jerry's usually makes a pumpkin cheesecake ice cream in the fall.
Get the fuck out.
Are
That
you
would be so
serious?
good.
It's the same exact thing as that, but pumpkins.
Can I tell you something?
Uh-huh.
I have a pumpkin cheesecake in my refrigerator.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I forgot we were doing this episode, so I bought dessert for like the first time in forever.
All right, here I got my list. Are you ready for some scary
I've almost
movies?
finished this tub of ice cream.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Since I'm gonna plug my other show, Film Springa, which just launched. The podcast came out last week, so you can binge the first 3 episodes. It's a podcast all about film. Me and my really good friend Bryn, we talk about all the films that we grew up with, and then we have our other friend Lena, who's never seen anything. She grew up very an evangelical Christian, very sheltered upbringing, and we expose her to these films for the first time. So it's like Rumspringa, but Film Springa. So that podcast you can listen to anywhere you can get podcasts. It's out there. The first 3 episodes are out, which was Mommy Dearest. Friday the 13th. For Halloween, we did that one, and Earth Girls Are Easy, which I cannot tell you how much I love that movie. Yes. So, but our last episode, which will be coming up on Monday, the next 3 ones, we did The Witches. We talked about the original witches, not the remake that's coming out. So, what ice cream would you pair with The Witches?
Oh,
look at you two just scrounging up your ice cream.
I can't stop eating this. It's amazing.
You know what I would do?
What?
For kids, they make this like blue birthday cake ice cream.
Oh,
because of her like crazy blue eyeshadow.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I think of when I think of The Witches is that blue fucking eyeshadow.
Yeah. What? The main witch, the Angelica Houston, right? Yeah. What do you think about Anne Hathaway playing the part of Angelica Houston in the remake?
We'll see. She's gonna kill it.
I really like her.
Yeah.
I just am so bored with all these remakes.
I mean, I watched the original for the other show, Film Springa. Go check it out. And I forgot how good the original was. And it was Jim Henson's last film he did. Like, not worked on, but it was his film. It was the last one. And he died before he was able to see the premiere in London.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was really sad. But it's such a... I forgot how much I used to love that film. Good. It is so good. It is. It really is. Okay.
Matilda.
Huh?
That one and Matilda are like my 2
Matilda.
Favorites.
That's another really good one. Okay, next film. Hereditary. What ice cream would you pair with it?
I've never seen that one.
Have you, Bashi? It's a fucked up movie.
I hate new horror movies. I think they're all really fucking stupid. This one was actually scary. God, there's so much to unpack with that movie.
A lot.
I'm trying to think of something with head.
With a head?
He's also Satan-ish. Yeah. So
it's a good film if nobody's seen it. Think on that one. How about Babadook? I have one. Rainbow Sherbet. Because he became a gay icon. No? Yeah?
That's good. Yeah. That's perfect.
Gay icon.
There you go.
Babadook.
Let's go a little more classic film. What about Hellraiser? Because Rem and I, or Miriam T. Why do I keep doing that? Miriam T. and I did a little thing for our friends at Once Upon a Scream. We talked about our favorite guilty pleasure Halloween movies, and this is one of them. It was Hellraiser. Yeah, so what ice cream would you pair? 2. Hellraiser 2. Remember, we were specific about Hellraiser 2.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh God. Fuck. What's the worst ice cream flavor you can possibly think of?
Butter pecan. I don't know.
Butter pecan is delicious.
I know.
I like butter pecan.
What's a really bad one?
I hate chocolate ice cream.
Really?
Out.
That's Rob's favorite.
I hate chocolate ice cream.
What do you got against
even chocolate gelato?
I've never tried it.
Okay,
it's so much better.
What ice cream would you pair with
Hellraiser.
it? For Hellraiser.
I don't know. I guess like rum raisin because it's terrible.
No, Hellraiser is not terrible.
No, Hellraiser 2 is so good.
The whole point of the movie is that the Cenobites like to torture people, And so I'm trying to think of what ice cream would be complete torture to have to eat.
Oh, you know what I would do?
What?
Isn't there am I having a fucking seizure right now?
Probably.
It's okay. You get them.
Flavor called like Black Forest cherry, and it's like this like reddish purpley cherry with chunks of cherries in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Like that color under the Cenobite's eyes, like that dead assistant manager at Hot Topic color.
That's a great reference. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Black Forest cherry, right? Or am I thinking of ham?
No, I think you're right. The other...
Well, there's Black Forest ham as well.
There's Black Forest cake, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I think you're right.
So,
did you... Black Forest cherry.
Little fun fact, Miriam T has a sexual thing for the Cenobites, right? We talked about that on the Once Upon a Screen.
The little one in particular. Oh, yeah. I'd open that box and let him open up mine. But...
the Cenobites always reminded me of Cinnabons for some reason. It made me hungry for a Cinnabon.
That's because you're a fat bitch.
You're one to talk. You're one to talk.
Literally
ate the whole jar of ice cream.
Miriam!
She didn't waste any time. That little pint of ice cream had no chance in hell.
Listen,
up against Miss Miriam T.
Okay. It happens, okay?
Here's another classic horror film, and I'm very curious to see the two of you and what you're going to pick. Scream, the original Scream. What ice cream would you pick for that? Something salty?
Chocolate chip.
Butter pecan, because the buttered popcorn.
See, I was going butter the popcorn too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or salted caramel or something like that. Salted
caramel would be good.
That would be
good. I said chocolate chip because of the black and white, the mask.
Oh, okay. I could see that. What about The Purge?
American Dream.
A what?
American Dream.
Okay.
Ben and Jerry's flavors, right?
It's amazing though. It's caramel, chocolate chunks, and ice cream cone in vanilla swirl.
Oh,
it's really good.
That is so good. So I know we talked about this I think in our first season, horror films, like your go-to scary horror films. And I know, Bash, you don't really watch a lot of recent horror films, but what was the last scary film you actually watched that really scared you?
I really think Hereditary was probably like the scariest and best horror film that I've seen in a while.
Wow.
I also tried to watch The Nun.
I thought that was so stupid.
Which was so stupid. I don't like any of those movies.
See, The Conjuring scared me, and I was expecting to be a little frightened or whatever for The Nun, but that was a letdown. The Nun was a letdown.
I've tried to watch all of those, and I don't think that they're very good.
What about you, Miss Miriam T?
Gina Roberts took me to see that goddamn movie, and it sucked.
What about you?
It was like Jesus' blood in a vial that they had saved. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
To me, the scariest movie I've seen recently was the Cats remake.
I would agree with it. Actually, it was horrifyingly beautiful, I thought. Yeah.
I just thought it was horrifying.
When did you watch the Cats remake? We haven't talked about this.
During lockdown, Naomi and I, once I started going back to work and stuff, we rented it. We got fucking zooted. I took like 100 milligram edible.
Yeah, I did the same thing. And me and Rob watched it, and I said, I feel so uncomfortable, so scared, but I cannot look away from the screen.
Dame Judi Dench looked so pressed the entire time. She's like, I can't believe my manager signed me on to this. Just like furious.
It is the creepiest thing. It really is.
Rebel Wilson was just goddamn awful. In it.
And so Gordon, what's his name? Gordon. Who cares? But he.
James Corden.
Yeah.
James Corden.
Awful too. Oh my god, it was. But it was stunningly beautiful, I thought. Visually, the colors and all of that looked really good. Like the coloring. I thought the coloring was good. It was just so horribly bad. I don't
Uncanny
know.
Valley in that movie is so
it's ridiculous.
off-putting.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even look at it.
I thought the coloring was beautiful. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's my
And
art
the other
background.
thing is the scaling is completely wrong.
Oh,
like you have cats that are
completely
the
off it.
size of like tennis balls. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And these cats were like, there was nothing really cat about them. They were humans. I don't know why they just didn't put them in costumes like the Broadway show.
Yeah.
Or do
because
CGI.
the Broadway
I don't
show
know.
looked a lot better.
That's what's crazy is the Broadway show looked way better. And when the Broadway show came out, it was panned by the reviewers. They hated it. They didn't like it. And a lot of people don't like the Broadway show, but I love it.
I have a feeling this movie's going to have a cult following, though.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
It will. So you would say Cats, Miss Miriam T, was the last horror film?
I don't really watch a lot of horror movies. Oh, also another movie that Gina fucking Roberts drugged me to go see was that Gretel and Hansel.
Oh.
No, she dragged me to it. That Gretel and Hansel show was was awful.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
What
is this? The retelling of Hansel and Gretel, but like where Gretel like saves the day.
It's it's
it was
really
terrible.
I did not care for it. I watched it thinking it was. Do you remember I watched it thinking it was going to be like something new, different, really scary. Oh, it was so bad. I mean, the one they did years ago where Hansel and Gretel were like badass and they like had martial arts and all that one. I was like, that was even better than this. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it was horrible. I don't really watch a lot of the new horror movies though.
I go classic. Like
always.
Yeah. So this week on Film Springo, we're covering Fright Night, the original Fright Night. If nobody's ever seen it, it's so good.
Watch it, Bash.
Yeah.
The vampire faces and the fangs are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're like, their mouths are like this big. They open up like this big. It's so campy. It's so great.
It's so good. It's so cheesy and good. Go ahead, Bash.
You just jogged my memory about that vampire movie, like way back in, what was it called? It kind of reminded me of the Goonies a little bit, like they were in a small town.
I'm trying to think I have no idea.
It was like a teen vampire movie, and the brother turned into a vampire, and his little brother was like trying to save him.
I don't remember.
God, okay, I have
to look it up. Do you
talk amongst yourselves?
Do you either of you remember Once Bitten, the 80s movie? Once Bitten, I
haven't seen that one.
Oh my god, it is so cheesy but good. Once Bitten.
You guys remember Monster Squad?
Yes, I do.
Mummy and Frank and Dracula. That was so good.
And
I had never seen that either.
Because they took all of the classic horror kind of villains. Yeah, and they came back. But
it's kind of like Goonies-ish too.
Yeah. Jim Carrey, that's who was in Once Bitten. Jim Carrey and Laura
really?
Hudson. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I remember that movie when I was a kid.
And I remember my vampire movie.
What was it?
The Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, Keith Sutherland. Yes. How could yes, Lost Boys. I love that film. Yeah.
That's on my list. I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Oh, Miss Miriam T, you gotta watch that one.
So good. So it's like pure 80s.
Oh,
so
very
good.
much so.
I love
it's so good, though. It is so good. If anybody hasn't watched it, go watch it. So since we're getting into the Halloween season, what is your guys' go-to film every Halloween you have to watch during October? Besides Hocus Pocus, because that's a given.
Okay, thank you.
I know. I bet I can name Miriam T, even though she probably watches it every day, even if it's not Halloween.
Well, I didn't get to say my ice cream flavor. I was eating pistachio ice cream, and I was eating that for The Exorcist because it's the same color as the pea soup that Linda Blair threw up. But I don't really consider Exorcist a Halloween movie. My go-to Halloween movies are Halloween Town.
I love Halloween Town.
With Debbie Reynolds.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
See, that was the one I was just going to say, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. But that's one of your favorite movies of all time that you probably watch all the time.
Yeah, you guys use that one too often.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Can you repeat it? Please hang up and try again.
Have you not seen it, Bash? Elvira, Mistress of the Dark?
Of course I've seen it.
Okay, good.
We just talk about it too much, apparently. Wah, wah.
Well, you cite it constantly.
Well, it is my life.
It is.
I understand.
And my other Halloween movie is that I have to watch every year is Mickey's House of Villains. Because it's the villains take over the House of Mouse, and it has a bunch of my favorite Disney Halloween shorts, which is my favorite Disney Halloween short of all time is the one with Donald, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Witch Hazel. When Donald's being a dick and Donald's being a dick and won't give the kids any candy.
Mm-hmm.
So Witchy Hazel puts a spell on him and fucks with him, and it's really hysterical.
I still want you to do Madam Mim for your tea party at some point.
Me too.
So I have a little game I want to play with you guys. I'm going to pair up two villains from either horror or Disney. They're just villains. And then we got to decide in a battle royale who is going to win. We did this on our first season.
Ooh.
So I'm very curious. Yes, we did. So I'm bringing it back, an old segment of ours that we did on our first Halloween. So I'm going to name off two villains. And if they were in a film together and they had to battle it out, who would win and why? So the first one I am going to pick, we're going to go very classic, two slasher characters, Jason and Michael Myers. Who would win in a battle royale?
Probably Michael Myers, because for whatever reason, that shit show of a franchise has still been going goddamn on, and the motherfucker never dies.
Well, the same with Friday the 13th.
On Halloween and goddamn yogurt that makes you poop.
So did Friday the 13th. I mean, they went up into space, for God's sakes, and to hell. So both of those franchises have been around for a long time.
Friday the 13th isn't my favorite franchise either.
Okay.
I want Jason to win.
Okay.
Even though I want Jason to win.
I would say Jason.
I really don't like the Halloween franchise.
See, I am more. I'm with you guys. I'm more Jason, Friday the 13th, because after watching the first one again, I forgot how good those were for the original slasher film, and for being coming out in the 80s, like the early 80s. It was so good, and Kevin Bacon was in the first one. He was died right away, and a lot of people don't know. I know.
No, he got it through. He died really bad.
Real bad.
Really bad. That was super gory for back then.
It was real too. It was. I know. So okay, next one. Let's pick Nurse Ratched is a good one, I think, and Norman Bates, because they're both a little psychotic. Crazy.
Norman Bates is a different level of crazy. He's got his dead mother in his attic.
Well, Nurse Ratched from One Fly Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the original movie, she was mean woman. Oh man, if you haven't seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, fuck, she's a villain if anything. So between those two, who would you pick would win in a battle royale?
I say Ratched, power to the pussy.
What about you, Bash?
I still say Norman Bates.
You ate my peach.
He's the original Psycho.
He is. He's the original Psycho.
And that shower scene, you cannot tell me you haven't been scared in the shower because of that movie.
At least once.
Because I often think somebody could just kill me in here, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're supposed to think when you're in the shower?
Yeah.
Have I been dealing with existential dread that no one else has been dealing with for the last 29 years? Am I alone? No.
Pretty much.
We all think about that.
So Hannibal Lecter is our next one. And the Joker.
Oh, Hannibal.
You think? Yeah, I would say Hannibal.
Absolutely. That's not even
Well, no, the Joker's just as crazy. I mean...
The Joker isn't eating people.
True.
Joker has bombs and stuff.
True, he does, and he has a posse.
Whatever. But Hannibal's
I'm gonna say Joker.
Brilliant mastermind.
Yeah, but he's also just a normal human. He doesn't have.
They both are normal human, wouldn't they be? Yeah.
Depends on the canon you're referring to with the Joker.
Well, I know he's a normal guy, but he's got all this cool shit. Hannibal Lecter's just
Here's this one's going to be interesting. Pennywise from It. And I think I already know the answer from one of you. And Chucky. If you had to put them in a battle royale, Pennywise and Chucky.
That's a good one. Pennywise.
Uneasy, though.
Huh?
Yeah.
Pennywise? I don't
Pennywise
know.
is a godlike
Pennywise-
being from a different dimension. Of course he's gonna win.
But Chucky's
Yeah.
dead. What if it was Chucky
Only
and the
through a
Bride of
spell,
Chucky?
though.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true.
Who's the actress that voices the Bride of Chucky? I love her.
Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, Bullets Over Broadway. I
Bobby,
love
eat your heart out.
Have you ever seen Bound with her and forget the other actress in it, the lesbian
No,
film?
I've heard it's really good,
It's
though.
super
Is it
good.
a BDSM movie?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. About lesbian. Yeah. Okay, next
Ooh, I
one.
wanna
We're going to
watch
do
that.
the original Wicked Witch. And we're going to go Disney. Madam Mim.
Oh.
The Wicked Witch.
I don't know. Well, Madam
that's a
Mim's.
good one.
Yeah.
No, in the book, The Wizard of Oz, she actually makes a beehive out of the Tin Man and actually uses the Scarecrow to stuff mattresses with.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was
It's all
evil.
like, yeah, she's a fucking cunt.
I love that.
I would say the Wicked
Flying
Witch as
monkeys,
well.
and she has an entire army of men that she controls.
I also feel like she's a racist. Do you get that vibe?
Maybe.
Oh, because she's green.
No, she like enslaved the Munchkins and like
The monkeys and all that. Yeah.
and the monkeys.
She was she was not
she's
cute.
just bad. She's like the Donald Trump of Oz.
Yeah, she sucks.
Okay, next one. This is going to be interesting. Baby Jane Hudson. And we're going to do a little more of a modern thriller, not really horror, but it had a villain. Amy Dunn from Gone Girl. They're both Oh man, that would have been good if you both watched it. Okay, so we're still gonna stick with Baby Jane Hudson. You both know who Baby Jane is, right?
Yes.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
And Alex from Clockwork Orange, the lead in Clockwork
Ooh.
Orange. How would those two? They're both psychotic.
I've never seen Clockwork Orange.
What? What? Miss Miriam T, you would like this film. You would really like this film. Bash, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, of course. I think he's kind of hot too.
Right. You see his dick in the film, though.
I know.
He's naked.
Oh, I don't remember what it looked like though. Yeah.
So which one, Bash? I'm gonna say Baby Jane because I think she can go just as
that's
nutty.
My vote.
I would say Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one. Because they both are just crazy.
He like gets off on killing people. I feel like it's a
yeah.
And she just had it out with her sister. I mean,
true.
It's nothing you wouldn't see happening behind the scenes at Tea Party. Is that not a fact?
Is it
what
not?
The Tea Party?
The infighting in the back.
There's no fighting.
Pulling Michelada by her hair.
Okay, I wanna pull another one. This is gonna be our last one with this segment. So we have Anne Wilkes from Misery.
Oh.
Okay. And I want to pair look at your face, you're like, oh. And I want to pair her up with let's see. I'm going through my list. Who would be a good one? I would say Nurse Ratched and her would be a good head-to-head, but we already did that one. Yeah. What about...
I know.
Who? Do you got one?
Glenn Close from...
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction.
Oh, my God.
Yeah! Oh, my God! I don't know which one I would pick.
Glenn Close, Fatal Attraction, or...
Annie in Misery.
In Misery,
Annie in Misery.
I say Annie in She was real fucked up.
I just saw Fatal Attraction not too long ago, and this film, Glenn Close in that film, God, made me want to go back. Like, I wanted that fried permed hair so bad, like Shirk in the big shoulder pads, and her whole apartment is white. Everything in her apartment is white. It's crazy.
You want some bunny soup after too?
She was crazy. They both were. I don't know though. That's a hard one. That's the thing
though. So like Annie is a weird, crazy, like that situation is a rare thing to come upon. Like she met the writer that she was like, following. It was a weird set of circumstances.
And then hobbled him.
However, I will say that Fatal Attraction, I feel like everyone's kind of experienced that crazy ex that is not ready to let go,
Yeah.
and you kind of get like, I've had stalker situations and it's a little too real for me.
See, that's where I would go because I see Glenn Close's character in Fatal Attraction going, okay, that's real. That person lives.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, Misery, you can totally see that crazy fan too. I mean, I don't know. I think that would be a great battle royale. It really would.
Though.
All right, but that's that. So I want to play another game with you guys. Something we haven't done in a long time. I want to do something really fun. So I don't have to look at my computer. We're gonna do Would You Rather. Do you guys want to do a Would You Rather?
Yeah. What's the theme? Is there?
It isn't. It's a random one.
Okay, that's the theme.
Yeah, that's the theme. So first one. Let's see if I can do this. Face a fork in the road or be forced to pick between 3 doors. Would you rather face?
You're gonna need to step up these questions.
Just answer the goddamn question. Stop criticizing.
Okay, fine.
Unless you're going to prepare a segment for the show for once. Face a fork or 3 doors.
Yeah.
You get 3 chances, right?
I'd rather have a fork.
Really?
50 chance.
I would do 3 doors.
I don't want to be in someone's house, going into a random room.
Speaking of doors, you know a movie I watched last night while I was completely stoned out of my mind? The new Fantasy Island. It was horseshit. It was so bad.
The plane.
Tattoo wasn't even in it till the last 2 minutes. Yeah, it was so bad.
Tattoo.
Okay, ready? Voice. Would you rather your voice sound like Elmo or Kermit the Frog permanently, forever? Mine already kind of sounds like Kermit, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you do.
What about you, Bash?
I think I'd pick Elmo because he's so happy and upbeat, and I'm not that. So
no, you're not.
Delivery of insults would be a little funnier.
Oh, this one's gonna kill you, Bash. This is gonna kill you.
Wait, Miriam,
oh, go ahead. I forgot to. What did you say?
Kermit?
Kermit. Yeah, she said Kermit. Would you rather? No. Would you rather have long nose hair or long ear hair?
Oh, God!
This is your nightmare. This is your nightmare. I know.
You can get rid of both, though. But
no, you can't. It's permanent. You have to have
a nose.
You'd rather have nose hairs hanging out like that?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Miss Miriam T? Ear hair or nose hair?
Ear hair, and then I would dye it.
No.
What color would you dye it?
Whatever fucking color I want. Every day, something new.
See, I would pick ear because I have bad allergies, and I could just imagine it just getting really crusty, and that would just be no thank you.
Ew.
Would you rather wear adult diapers for the rest of your life or never wear underwear again? Never wear underwear again.
No shit. Yeah.
I know that.
I hate underwear to begin with.
Oh, this one's funny. Would you rather spend a night in a dumpster or in a porta potty?
Ooh.
Which one?
Depends on the dumpster.
And where it's located?
Yeah. I'll do one behind like Juniper and Ivy, but not behind Red Wing.
Not behind Red Wing.
I'm gonna say dumpster.
Okay, if you pick dumpster, here's a follow-up. A dumpster behind number 1 on 5th in that alley, behind number 1 on 5th. Or
that's a rough
I know. Or a dumpster, let's say Red Wing. Either one. Which one would you pick? Red Wing, really?
I think it's a Red Wing.
What would you do, Miss Miriam T?
Red Wing.
Yeah.
5th Avenue would be wild.
True.
I feel like I'd just be sleeping and then somebody would pour human feces on me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time. So would you rather
I resent that.
Would you rather be able to erase people's memories or predict the future? God, that's a toughie.
That's a fun one.
Which one?
Predict the future.
You would?
Erase people's memories.
Why predict the future and not erase people's memories?
I mean, I don't want either one of them.
But you have to pick one, Miss Miriam.
I feel like erasing people's memories is
cruel,
rude, and And why would I want them to deny more time that they have with me in their brains? And if I could
Wow.
look into the future, then I would pull a Martha Stewart and do some good stock flips and not go to jail. So
True. I think I
that's
would
how I
pick
feel about that.
future. Why would you pick memories, Bash?
Because he's
Well,
an
if you
asshole.
predict,
Yeah,
but
he
if you
is.
can predict the future, you can't change the future.
It didn't
so
say
no point in knowing
predict.
it.
You just know what's going to happen. Well, yeah.
Right.
What am I saying?
So
Yeah.
you have no way of altering it. If you said predict and be able to alter the future,
But
I
if
would
you
say
predict the future, then you can scurry around what you need to avoid.
But if you can predict the future, then it's not the future.
No, you can be prepared for anything. You'll be prepared for anything.
Understand. We're going down a rabbit hole. Anyway, I would like the ability to erase people's memories, and the first thing I would do, would be to get on a flight to Washington,
and
somehow get an audience with the president and vice president of the United States, and wipe their asses slate clean, so that they're just bubbling gibberish at people.
Oh God. Okay, speaking of that, did you watch the debates, both of you, with Kamala and Pence? And
I could not believe what I was witnessing.
God. Oh God. Miriam, did you watch it?
I'm about halfway done with it.
Oh man. I have to say this.
Has the fly come yet?
Has the flies dropped in yet?
No.
The fly was the star of the show.
I stopped focusing and paying any attention. I was just like freaking out about
Didn't that happen to Trump too?
I don't know.
4 years ago?
Well, Balthazar, Lord of the Flies. Beelzebub, sorry. Lord of the Flies, Balthazar. Where did I get that from?
That's my middle name, goddammit.
Lord of the Flies. I mean, sign of evil right there. And it landed on his hair. And somebody clocked it and said that the fly, and who knows if this is true, was on his hair for 2 minutes.
It was a full 2 minutes.
Oh, it was so I think everybody lost focus of what Pence was saying once that fly landed on his head.
It was there for so long. I've never seen an insect.
It just sat there.
I've had mosquitoes on me for less time.
God, it was so weird. Weird.
Well, they can smell shit.
Yeah, and he landed on the biggest piece of shit in the room. So there you go.
Everybody remember to go vote.
Yes, go vote. Did you guys vote? Are you doing mail in? I know I got my mail in what's today? Saturday? Yesterday it finally came. So I'm gonna be doing that. But I thought Kamala did a decent job. I mean, they both skidded around.
She was fucking fantastic.
But she was just like, I'm talking.
Yeah, I loved that.
She could have actually answered some more questions rather than just talk bad about. That's the only thing that bothered me.
Yeah, but there are politicians,
hey,
so.
What is your plan for this? And it's, hey, let me tell you every bad thing that they've been doing. I'm like, no, bitch, I know what they've been doing. I want to know what you're going to do.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Miss Miriam T. I would have liked to have heard her give specific plans and kind of ignore having to defend, go, what he just said is a bunch of bullshit. This is the reality. This is the plan. This is what we're going to do. Right? It would have been nice to hear that.
It was a little too like, oh, blah, blah, yeah. But yeah, still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it was better than the shit show that happened the week before. So, I mean, I know we don't get political on this show, but I mean, it's so hard not to with everything that's going on. And it is like Miss Miriam T said, we have to go out and vote. It's so important. But
it's not fucked either way.
What do you mean by
that?
No,
it's just way more fucked another way. But it's just like Joe Biden is not the president that we need either.
No, but
I think he is the president that we need given the situation.
Okay, so how are you going to defend the question when people say, well, it's the better of two evils and they're picking Trump?
That's not what this is.
But that's a lot of the argument that I've heard from people.
This is not a better of two evils. This is inherent,
evil,
unbridled, unfiltered evil.
Yeah.
Versus a politician that we would get in any normal year. It's not one. You pick the lesser of two.
Yeah.
One is fucking evil.
I do too. I agree. There's nothing within the. I even hate saying his name, Trump. Who there's nothing morally just about him. Like, he is just an evil, horrible person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no kindness. There's no humanity in him.
All I know is I'm keeping my Italian passport on my person at all times right now.
So I have a little bit of
a
deeper question for you, since we're talking a little bit about politics for both of you. Let's say Trump does get reelected.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I'm out.
That's what I was gonna ask. What is your like true feelings about that? Like, I think it's gonna start a civil war. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised. What do you think, Miss Miriam T?
I don't even want to think about it. I have to host an election party that night in drag, so I have to keep my shit together that night.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
This is my true feelings about it.
Your passport.
Okay.
He's like, I'm out. But yeah, so since we're coming to the end of the show, should we do Carol of the Week since we haven't done one in forever? I have one.
Oh, I have one.
I have a
Carol.
a
big one.
My Carol is Rob for not being here and running the show because he'd rather be in Big Bear. No, and the other thing, I just wish Rob, I know you're listening or you're going to watch this, just be more responsible. Take care of your shit so I don't have to. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
What did he do?
Oh, with his whole car.
About the fish?
Oh, the fish. Our fish died. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know. Yeah, Rob killed it. Didn't buy new filters, and he committed suicide. So, yeah, so he went up to Big Bear to actually bury the fish.
Why did he bury it in Big Bear?
I don't know. It's
did
Rob.
The fish like Big Bear?
No, it was a beta fish. I don't know. What is your Carol of the Week?
Weirdo.
Thank you. Well, he's a Virgo like you. Both are fucking weirdos. What is your Carol of the Week, Bashi?
Crazy town. Okay, so the neighbor across the street, mind you, I'm in North Park, second most liberal neighborhood in San Diego County.
Yes.
And there is this crazy family across the street, and they drew a big Trump 2020.
Oh, God.
Across the entire street, like the Black Lives Matter thing in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
It was huge. And so the next door neighbor got a bucket of water.
Yeah.
Went right out and just trashed it.
Good.
Yeah, which I would have done it late at night, not in broad daylight, but
right.
That's just me.
Christ.
But the crazy Trump neighbors came out and they were arguing about politics for like 30 minutes, and everybody in the neighborhood was just on their balcony, like
sipping their cocktail, watching the train wreck. Wow,
it was just like, it was so weird.
Yeah,
so weird.
What about you, Miss Miriam T? Do you have a Carol this week?
Yeah, I just figured it out.
Okay, go ahead.
When you are driving, particularly in Hillcrest, where parking is a bitch, and you find an open spot that you can back into and parallel park, when you put your light on to click that, the people, if you're behind somebody that does that, that doesn't mean come up directly behind them to where they can't move behind. It means stay far back so they can go, or skirt around them so you can clear the traffic. When people just sit there in a panic and I'm like, I'm not gonna not take this parking spot. I am taking this, and I'm just like, you don't understand how to follow people's signals.
Yeah, you know who that is behind you? Bash.
Go
get the fuck out of the way.
No, it wasn't. I'm just really happy because we haven't had a good driving rant.
I know,
and I miss them.
God, because we don't drive anywhere anymore. We're all stuck at home.
This happened to me actually recently. I went to Syed's to go parallel park on Florida, and this asshole just comes right up against me when I'm trying to back into a spot, and there's two cars behind her, and they're honking, and she won't go. And I'm like,
get the fuck out of the way.
Go the fuck around. So then she doesn't, and so I end up driving.
Yeah.
And I was so pissed. I stopped on the other side of the street until she got to a stop sign. Rolled up right next to her, and I was like, "Are you fucking incapable of going around?" She was just like,
and she looked at you and goes, "That's the angriest meatball I've ever seen."
Mad. I hadn't yelled at a stranger in so long; it felt amazing.
You got all of your hostility out. Yeah, so that's your Carol is a driving one, Miss Miriam T.
Yeah, people need to fucking look at people's goddamn fucking signals.
There you go. But that's it for us this week, everybody. So Miss Miriam T, let everybody know about Tea Party again and all of that good stuff and how to find you.
Tea Party, October 17th at Moe's, starting October 21st. Every Wednesday night, I'll be doing bingo at Gossip Grill. You can go to my website, sheherme.com. Follow me on Instagram at @TheMiriamT or like my fan page on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's Miriam T. I am doing a couple t-shirt giveaways at the moment. So if you haven't liked and followed me on social media, go check that out and enter for a chance to win a shirt. Check out my contest.
There you go. And how do people find you, Bashy?
I'm at saymyname_Bash on Instagram, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can follow the podcast at Who Invited Her SD on Twitter and Facebook, and we're Who Invited Her _podcast on Instagram. You can email us at thegang@whoinvitedher.net. We love hearing from everybody. Leave comments below on some of your favorite ice cream flavors, some of your favorite horror movies. I'm very curious to see what y'all think. Go subscribe, give us a 5-star rating anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Also, follow our other podcasts that I do. Film Springa on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, it's on iHeartRadio, all over the place. So go follow that
Springer,
one.
Eh?
Yeah, if you love film,
come give us a listen, eh?
if you love film, go check it out. You can watch us every Saturday at 12:30 here on YouTube or at Out at TV. That's where you can see us too. So we're there every week. Next week we will be back. Eric should be here. It should be a full show. And we have our Halloween show coming up on the 31st. It's going to be fun. We're all going to be in costume. We'll see how it goes.
I would like to record that.
Can we?
Are we going to have an after show next weekend?
Yes, we will have we're going to go back to our after shows starting next week. And for everybody who's listening, we are going to end the season on our Halloween episode as our last episode for the season. And we're going to take a couple weeks off and come back in December for Christmas. And we are going to be back for season 4. And hopefully this season 4, we get Evelyn Rose finally on the show.
I know, we went an entire whole season with a cliffhanger.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Here's another cliffhanger.
Season-long cliffhanger.
But yeah, you guys, that is it for us. And we will see everybody next week. Bye.
Ciao.